So hey guys, it's Elena and I'm here with another new video. Today I will be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. A lot of you requested that I should do a tag, so I guess we should start off with this one because I'm a Booktube newbie and let you guys be able to get to know me and my reading experience so far, I guess, and what kind of books I love, that kind of stuff. First question is, why did you join Booktube or start your channel? I actually joined Booktube because I do face stories on my Bookstagram, and one of my friends messaged me and she was like, you should do vlogs. And I was like, I don't know, I don't think I'd be good at vlogs. And then she was like, you would be great at them, like I could just see you doing them. So of course I posted it on my story and I was like, what do you guys think? Not necessarily promising to do anything, just wanted to see what y'all thought. And y'all were like, you should totally start a booktube, like we would watch you and you would just be so amazing at it. And I was like, this sounds like something like I'd be interested in, like I don't know. And then I guess it just happened because I don't know, things just happen sometimes, and I guess this did. The second question is, what are some fun / unique things that you can bring to Booktube? I think I bring some things to Booktube that aren't necessarily like popular, I guess. Like I read a lot of books that aren't necessarily super popular, if that makes any sense, so I could share like recommendations. And I feel like my personality traits are like really like new to Booktube, I guess. Like a lot of the Booktubers I watch anyway are very perky and upbeat, but I feel like I'm not super perky and upbeat, if that makes any sense. I'm sort of more shy and timid, and I sort of try to put myself out there. I don't know if you can tell, but I do think I try to work that balance in between perky and like just like standoffish, I guess. So I think that'll be cool. The third question is, what are you most excited to do? I'm really excited to make friends and just discover new books and new genres through this, because when I started Bookstagram, I found so many books that I never even knew about, and I got so many recommendations and I made so many new friends that are just there for me, and I really hope that that will be the same for Booktube as it was for me for Bookstagram. Number 4 is, why do you love reading? I actually do have anxiety, so that plays a big role in it, I guess. My anxiety got really bad around the time where I started reading, and I guess that just helps me escape from all that stress in my head. It stops me from stressing because I'm so focused on this other world and this other plot, not necessarily to escape my life, but just to see how somebody else's life is going. Like, that's why I like Every Last Word a lot. It's a standalone book about OCD, and I really do love it because I got to see something from another character's point of view on like a mental illness, if that makes any sense. I really do love those kinds of books that just like let me see where other people's minds are at, which is why my favorite books are my favorite books, are because I'm more of a mental person. I don't prefer a lot of action over mental state, if that makes any sense. Fifth question is, what books got you into reading? It was actually the Divergent series by Veronica Roth that got me into reading my 6th grade year. My brother's girlfriend suggested it to me and she was like, Elena, you should go read it. So I read it and I was like, whoa, mind blown. And then I just kept reading, and then I got into a really bad book slump my 7th and 8th grade year, but I got back into it my 9th grade year. So I don't know, I'm obsessed with it now. I love it, and I always have, and I hope I always will. Number 6 are, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I don't know if I actually have a favorite. I like a lot of them, but I don't know. I've never really thought about that, you know, like, I guess it would be like what kind of recommendations they have, even though they do talk about that on their channels. I'm just talking in general of the booktubers that I subscribe to. What recommendations they have, how they make their booktube videos look so professional, I guess. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. But the seventh question would be, what challenges in having a booktube do you think are going to be the most difficult to overcome? Like I said before, I'm a very shy and timid person. I don't really like putting myself out there, if that makes any sense. Especially, like, being in front of a camera is sort of different, but it's sort of the same in the same way, I guess. I am talking to people, it's just not necessarily to a person, so they can't really reply, I guess, but it is going to be putting myself out there and just getting used to talking more and explaining things. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll get better and I won't be as shy or as timid as I seem right now, or nervous, because I probably seem really nervous right now. Number 8 would be, when did you start reading? I started reading my 6th grade year. Oh gosh, that was a while ago. I am a sophomore in high school, if you didn't watch my 15 facts. So I started reading 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 5 years ago. You do need to take 2 of those years away though because of my book slump, because I literally did not pick up a book for those 2 years. So basically I've been reading for 3 years. 5 if you count my book slump years, but I don't really because I didn't pick up a book during those years. I really wasn't an avid reader until 9th grade year and 10th grade year, which is now. But I really do read a lot now. Like, I read 100 books a year this year and last year. So, I mean, I do read a lot. The 9th question is, where do you like to read? I love to read outside. It is a really shocker because a lot of people don't like to read outside because of the weather. I really do love to read outside. There is a window right there, so that's why I keep looking in that direction. But I feel like outside's always been a safe place for me. So if you watch my 15 interesting facts, you know I love the outdoors. I just have always felt safe in the outdoors, if that makes any sense. And I don't like reading when it's rainy, obviously, like outside anyway. But like just reading outdoors when it's like a nice day, that's what I like to do if my dog isn't barking at me while I'm trying to read. Number 10 is, what kind of books do you love? I actually love very popular books. I feel like that makes popular genres. That makes more sense. I love fantasy. It's pretty obvious, which is a given because like I feel like I haven't met a lot of people who dislike fantasy, if that makes any sense. I don't think I've actually ever met a person that dislikes fantasy, which is weird because, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I relate to people who like fantasy, so I don't know. But on top of fantasy, I do love romance and contemporary books. I know, it is just, I feel like a lot of the booktubers I watch aren't big romance readers, and I am, so like, I don't know why. I just always have found romance books so easy to get through and just so, I just love them. Even if they're on like Wattpad or if they're like in like books from like famous authors, I still always love romance books. They've always been easy for me to get through. But that is it for this video, guys. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to talk new genres or recommendations I should read, you should definitely comment them down below. But I will see you guys next time with another new video. Bye.